Welcome to Arts and Entertainment Houston Style. I'm your host, Alan Bourgeois, and today we have with us photographer Alex Cuevas. Welcome.
Thank you.
We've seen your photography around town and also statewide, and I'm kind of curious what got you into photography.
Well, I had an interest since I was very young in photography, and but what really sparked it for me was when Twit magazine contacted me, wanting me to do photography for them.
Okay, and what concept were they looking at?
They were actually looking for it. It actually just started doing pictures at the nightclubs, you know, at gay events, and then from there it sparked where they asked if I would do model portfolios, and I said yes, I would do that as well, and so it just started.
Now, when you were younger, did you do photography then?
I did do photography, but it was more of floral. Just close-ups, little bugs, animals, that sort of stuff. Not so much of people.
Did you have a passion inside you that really encouraged you wanting to do this? Or?
Yeah, I really did. I actually, I've always had well, you know, even people say that I have an eye for like backgrounds and poses and, you know, natural settings and all that. And I'm always looking out like for color and all that. So, you know.
Okay. Yeah. How do you find your models?
Actually, one way that I do it is when I go out to the nightclubs, you know, I see, you know, some good-looking people, whether they be men, women, transsexuals, drag queens, and so if they're good-looking, you know, and I see that they've got potential, then I ask them if they want to be a model.
Okay. If somebody wanted you to do photography for them, you know, a portfolio per se, I assume they would just call you and you would charge them a fee?
Yeah, absolutely. All they'd have to do is go to my website, you know, or I also have business cards, and if they see me around, then ask for a business card, and you know, I give them that, and then and then we actually schedule a model portfolio.
Now, where have you done some of the photography at? What locations?
Locations? As far as locations, I've done like the waterfall at the Galleria. I've done some there. I've done some at downtown. There's also some waterfalls there. I've also done at Club Houston, and also, you know, at people's homes. Some people actually, some of the models themselves. I always say that in order for the pictures to be unique, I actually ask the models to see if for them to actually pick out the location. That way, not all the model portfolios look the same. I mean, because if it's only me choosing the location, then eventually I run out of locations, and so that way it will always be unique.
Okay, I understand you've done some models. What other type of people or places or events have you done? Okay,
as far as the type of people, I've actually done models, men. I've actually done drag queens. I actually just did my first drag queen and all that. The pictures came out fantastic. She's actually going to the Miss USA pageant in San Antonio, and I've also done, I'm about to actually do women, you know, more of a bourgeois, sexier, right, erotic, you know, so that's going to be very interesting because it'll be actually the first women that I actually photograph.
Now, the men that you've done, do you consider that to be erotic as well, or is it just simple photography?
No, actually, I do two types of photography. You know, we do like the regular, you know, club wear, swimwear, and then just casual, you know, even business attire. And then they also, you know, once we start doing the photo shoot, they also, you know, some of them would like to do some more erotic type, and it's more artistic.
I understand you have a website that people can access. What's the address?
The address is www.alexc, as in Charlie, images.com.
Okay. And on there they'll be able to see some of the photographs you've done and be able to contact you and stuff of that nature?
That's correct. Yeah, people, when they look at the website, they can get an idea of what type of photography I do, and even, you know, even some of the pictures that obviously I can't put all the pictures on there on the website, but you know, I'm always open to, you know, any ideas that other people have that they would like to be photographed as. You know, I'm all game for that.
Speaking of photographs, now what does that entail when you actually do a session? How many photographs do you normally do?
I actually will photograph maybe anywhere from 250 all the way up to the max that I've ever done has been like maybe 625, 650, and it's always, I mean, this is what I tell my models, they've got to want to do it. And so once they start doing it, we start having so much fun with it that, it doesn't become like a job anymore. We're having so much fun doing it that we just take so many pictures. And I've had the response that when they see the pictures that they can't even believe that it's them in the pictures. And I'm like, well, obviously it is them. It's not me because I'm on the other side of the camera. So.
But you're able to bring it out and draw them out so that they're more relaxed.
That's correct, yeah. And one thing that's kind of very interesting is when you first see the first initial pictures and then you look at the last pictures, I mean, you could see the difference as to how relaxed they are, as they become more and more comfortable with me, And that's what I've had, a lot of the feedback has been that people feel very comfortable with me because it's very professional. Some people have had bad experiences with photographers, and and I mean, I guess that's just the industry, but they feel very comfortable with me.
Okay. Now, again, I understand you've done models. Those who are breaking out into whatever acting career or modeling career and stuff like that. What other fields have you worked with?
You mean like what are the types of pictures I've done? People or something? I mean, it's a wide range. For example, I mean, I've done family portraits, like Christmas events. Like you said, models, people that are trying to break out into the model industry. I've even had people they're actors, and they're trying to do headshots, for their portfolios. So,
okay. So you don't limit yourself to anything. You're pretty flexible on what you do.
Exactly. Also, I've also done businesses as well, where I've even the models that I've shot. They actually, I will contact them again because let's say a business wants to use some of my models, and so I contact them, and I mean, it's a win-win situation for everybody.
Okay, great. And your average time for a photo shoot is what?
Anywhere from, I like to spend at least an hour and a half, the minimum, to up to 3 hours. That's what a photo shoot for me.
Okay, you had mentioned earlier you had done like 250 to 600 photographs, so that would depend on how much time you spend with them, how many photographs.
Correct. That's correct. Yeah.
So there's nothing set, and it's something that somebody who's interested can contact you and say, look, I'm looking for this much time, or we'll start with this time, and if it goes beyond that, we can. And
right, that's right. And like I said, there's always when somebody contracts me for a model portfolio or an event or something, I say at least there's 250 pictures that they will get. Beyond that, it just depends on the person. I mean, if they're willing, because it is work. I mean, it's them behind in front of the camera, and they're the ones having to pose and smile and laugh it off and all that. So the more that they want to do it, the more that I want to do it too. So it's just the number of pictures depends on that person and how comfortable they are.
Okay, great. Well, I thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
There's information about Alex on our website at wizardcnp.com. His website is alexc, as in Charlie, images.com, and we hope you will give him a try. He's a great photographer.